Well, here we go. It's Saturday morning. We're doing engine prep. Chris has already got the oil drain, put new oil back in. I've already cleaned the injection. We washed the car first thing this morning. We went to bed like 4:30 in the morning, had some good times. Got up about 8:30, got over there, washed it. Smith Camp cooked us some biscuits and gravy. That was great. Now we're doing some prep. We're gonna do some changes on the car. I don't know how drastic we're gonna go yet. Gotta have some conversations with Russ. But we're getting this basic maintenance done, and we'll be getting ready for tonight. It's day 3. We just got done working on our car a little bit ago. We made some noticeable changes to it, and hopefully it makes a difference tonight. Talked to a friend that is making good big moves in his racing career, and we hung out last night and did some talking, and he came over with another buddy and kind of helped us out this morning and go in a different direction and see if we're gonna get better. Unfortunately for us, you know, night 1 we missed our qualifying, started in the back, didn't make it out of the C. Night 2 missed the driver's meeting, which I'm heading to now, and kind of had to start back, but it didn't really matter. We didn't qualify any better than where we would have been penalized. So didn't make it out of the heat, didn't make it out of the B. So we're 34th in points. A couple cars ahead of us aren't going to run, so we'll be around 30th in points. So we'll see where that lines us up in a heat race. Probably starting like 6th or so in a heat race. So we'll see how it goes. All we can do is get better, right? So there's the Gator Pond area to the pits, and all the cars they got down through there, and they wrap all around the corner. Adjustments feel pretty good. I moved the wing too far back, just a touch tight, but I think we're gonna be all right. Man, Hoosier's really sucking on giving us tires that measure out right. We went and bought a brand new 94 to measure 94. They told us this is what it would roll out, and it's 3/4 of an inch too big. So that's no bueno for us. But well, you got another tire we'll use. So we're gonna do what we can with what we got, and maybe we can use that tire when it comes feature time. We just gotta make it there. So you got the wife looking all sporty. Russ is in a good mood. Mikey looks busy, almost confused, and Braden's throwing stuff out of the trailer. Yeah, woo! He's pretty proud that he's just chucking this stuff. So anyways, we got a pretty stout crew here tonight. We got Russ, Mikey, Mark, Chris, Danny, Josh, Steve, Lenny. We got more money in first and pit passes than we have made this week. We've made $100 for the last 2 nights. We made $200. We've got about $1,000 worth of pit passes sitting in here. So we got to do something to make it worthwhile now. Well, we started 7th and finished 6th. Made a lot of little mistakes trying to figure it out. Car feels a lot different now. Feels good when I do it right, but when I do it wrong, it's like there's like less forgiveness there for me to do it. And you know, I gotta stop trying to drive the car and let the car do its job. It's tough at these speeds because if you make a mistake when you're running that close up there, it's catastrophic. But we're making some changes, trying to get the car a little bit more underneath me, and should be all right. We start 6th in the B, but man, there's a lot of fast cars in the B, so we gotta make some speed. We gotta make some moves. Gotta move forwards. See what we can do. I mean, it ain't easy. That's it. But car looks good. It's got good attitude. Danny's helping a lot, just trying to help. Just, you know, tell me, I mean, what I'm doing wrong, give me the confidence in what to do right, when I'm doing the right thing, and just have trust in it to do it. So if we can get there, we'll be all right. But it's a tough crowd here. Here's our view. Well, as you see, they're doing track prep. C main just hit the track. They're probably about to blow it off here real soon. It's going to be the C main, which is like 8 laps with like 8 or 10 cars, and then the dash, which is 5 laps with 8 cars, and then it's us. Last night I ran the B main and it was hammered down for 12 laps, so it's probably going to be the same thing. We start in 7th. We can, a couple of them guys threw each other up and we can sneak on through and then single file out. We'll be all right. But if we can't make a quick move, you got about a lap or 2 to get somewhere or you're done. So, or you got to wait for a yellow and wait for somebody to screw up. So we'll see what happens. She was fast when it was fast, but when it's fast like that with that many cars in front of you, you're in a lot of dirty air and it's really hard to pass because they take away all your downforce. So they're usually in the preferred line. You're trying to get around them. It's just not working. So I put some extra tear-offs on, and we're going to see what we can do. See if we can make our first day main of the weekend. Well, we didn't make it out of the B. Didn't have a very good turn in 1 and 2. Lost too many spots. Made them all back up, but it'd have been nice to be able to not lose all those spots and have to do all that work just to get to know where that really even mattered anyway. So I think the car is doable. I think we're able to make adjustments with it. I think if I can get more comfortable in it, it's going to be really fast. It's just a different kind of driving around here compared to what I'm used to. I mean, if you've been following us for very long, you know, man, I ran a 483 horsepower motor for the last, for the first 13 years, and the last 2 years we're finally getting into this 360 stuff. And we know coming to these races like this that we're gonna have a hard time, and we understand it, and we'll take it on the chin with a smile. But we're gonna learn. We tried 3 different setups this weekend. I think if we come back here with what we got in the car and finesse it just a little bit, fine tune it, I think we'll be pretty good. We just have a hard time getting through the heat races. I mean, we look back, it was a points-based event for the 3rd night. We missed qualifying night 1, didn't sign up night 2, so we shot ourselves in the foot twice and buried ourselves. If we would have had the speed we had tonight for qualifying, we could have pushed us up 15 positions and made it to where we're starting on in a transfer position for these races to get in and accumulate points and make it all happen. But man, we learn, right? You gotta, sometimes you have to fail to succeed, and that's what we're doing. But man, I had fun this weekend. Got to hang out with Danny Sams and drink a little beer and lose at cornhole to him and Steve Darvalix, the owner of Sonic Racing Chassis. We had our crew here this weekend. We had Russ, Ashley, Mom, Mikey, Lenny, and then Danny helped us today. Steve helped us today. Mark was here. We had a whole crew, and then a bunch of people showed up from Ohio. I haven't even got to see them yet. They stayed in the general mission side, and the modifieds are still on the track. We already watched the A main. Justin Peck, 3-peat, put it on him. I mean, he had a half-track lead with 2 to go, and somebody blew a tire and brought out a yellow, but it didn't matter. He came from 8th to 1st. I mean, he earned his money tonight. He didn't just get to start up front. So, I mean, what a good weekend for him. His first weekend of routine, they win all those races. Danny Sams went out swinging, man. He didn't have the best car. He had a good car, but he did what he could with what he had. And then when he didn't make it and it broke, he didn't go home with his tail between his legs. He came over and helped another local guy, and I appreciate that. We appreciate that from our team. I'm excited to see what he could do with the High Limit Series running for Rookie of the Year. Man, if you're looking for somebody to be a fan of follow Danny Sam's third, DS3. I think it's Shop DS3 for his merchandise. He's a really cool, level-headed kid, very sharp, and him and his family have pretty much sold everything and put it on the line for him to race for a living. They are trying to make it happen, and man, holy crap. I think he's going to be able to make some possibilities, but he definitely needs some help along the way, because this stuff isn't easy and this stuff isn't cheap. So, but he's got the drive, he's got the will, and man, he's like the other sprint car racers, man. He wanted to help, and he's seen that he could help us, and gave us something different, something we probably wouldn't have tried on our own. So thanks for watching. We will probably be at Hendry County next week for the 10,000 win race there. Probably not as stout of a competition there because the Outlaws will be running at Volusia. But hey, Rhino Roofing, Sirocco Electric, Countryside Arabian Farms, Crossroad Interlocking, Brick Baben, Chris Moss Racing Engines. Let's see, Maxim Chassis, we got Weld Wheels, 8740 suspension, making it all happen. But this is it. We are done at Volusia.